Take a deep breath in. Watch those shoulders. Breathe out again. One more. Up, up, up. Interlace those fingers. Lengthen, lengthen. Push, push, push. Lower those arms. Reach. Separating the shoulder blades from one another. Push out. Make a curve with your back. Push out with those hands. Interlace your fingers in the back. Lift up. Roll those shoulders. One more time. Back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. We're swimming, backstroke. I'm not going to warm up the upper body that much since we're not going to do upper body. And turn around and do the front crawl. One thing we haven't done yet, be careful. Very gently swing your body side to side. Let go of your arms. This is going to warm up your spine a little bit, but please be gentle. And sideways. Spinal flexion, lateral flexion, sideways. 4, 3, 2, 1. March with this tempo. 4, 3, 2, 1. And grab this knee. Good job. Arms out. Kick. 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 This is the core, by the way. Tap down. Down. Up. One more. And circle. Feeling the core, stabilizing the balance. Good job. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And swing this leg. Back and forth. Sideways. Good job. This way. Hold, hold, stretch. And dynamic. Kick and pull. Kick and pull. Kick, pull. One more and tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle. 2, 3, 4. Other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's swing. Forward, backward, sideways. And leg curls. Tap your heels. Tap heels. Arms up now. Tap your heels by rotating those hips. And shake it out. Okay, I'll take this a little closer so you can see me doing this on the floor. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in, forward bend, walk those hands. Okay, inchworms, back, hold, out, 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 plank, back, 2, 3, again, inchworm. Now let's hold it here. You have to take a big lunge with your right foot. Right arm up. Nice job. Now you're gonna thread your arm, right arm underneath the left. And come up again. This is to warm up your spine. One more. And let's switch sides. Hold it, hold it, hold it nice and straight. Left leg, left arm up. Put this arm underneath the other one and up. Make sure to follow your fingers with your eyes. That's going to warm up your neck too. Up. Good job. Now, everyone put your knees down. Push back, forward, get up to down dog. Knees down. Child's pose. Up, curl your toes under. Down dog. Knees down. Sit back, knees, down dog. One more time. Down dog. Right leg up and over to the other side. Shake it out. Down, left leg up, over to the other side. These are just to warm up the spine, guys. Good job. Walk, feet towards your hands, roll up. Okay. Okay, now get some water. We're gonna start with the standing exercises. The first thing I'm going to teach you is a wood chop, okay? Like I said, I have an imaginary axe in my hands, and there's an imaginary X in front of me, letter X. I'm going to start with this end of the X. The woods are down here on my left side, so I'm starting with the right. I'm going to rotate, pivot my toes, and hit the wood on my left side, okay? You can do this with a dumbbell. Hit, so the acceleration, which is speeding up, happens down way, okay? When you go up to reset, there's no acceleration. Let's go. Inhale. Inhale. Make sure to keep the spine nice and straight. This is rotation, but you don't have to hunch forward. 2 more. 1 more, and we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna hold my axe like this. Okay, accelerate. Pivot on your toes. Hit and go up. Inhale. Chest wide open. Don't hang your chest down. 2 more. 1, 2. Okay. Reverse wood chop. Now this time, acceleration happens upward. So I'm gonna start from the floor. This is like a golf swing, up, and hit the block and stop by pinching the glutes on the back here and go back to reset. So exhale on the way up, inhale on the way down. Good job. 2 more and 1. Good job. Other side. Starting from this side, go swing. Down, up, 3, down, up, 4. 2 more. I'm doing 6 reps with these, and 1. There is also a straight wood chop. You start with up over your head. I'm going to show you from the side. You'll do a squat and you'll hit something in between the legs. When you hit something, your core needs to activate to brace, okay? Just imagine you're hitting something that's gonna totally stop you. Stop the movement. Accelerate downward and then stop abruptly. That's how you work the core. Good enough. So, like I said, when you do a typical squat, if you have something, a water bottle, a dumbbell, ball, hold on to it. Even your perfume bottle, I don't care. Something that is an external weight in your hand like this, away from your chest, and squat, squat. This way, by trying to keep, even without a weight, trying to keep those arms out there when you squat will activate your core. Now, one way of making this harder is to lift those arms up and down. Up as you sit down. You're gonna realize how your core gets engaged right away. Keep going. Arms up as you sit down and bring them right in front of you. 2 more. 1 more. And give me a stationary lunge or split squat. We're gonna add a rotational, spinal rotation to this, so to challenge the core, okay? So this is your typical split squat in place. So I'm gonna raise my arms in front of me. As I do this, I'm gonna rotate to the opposing or opposite side of my back leg. Let me show you do it. See you do it. Don't protrude your knee forward, Andrew. Up and down movement only. Up and down. Let's switch sides now. Good job. As I'm sitting, I'm rotating to the side of my front knee or opposite side of my back. You'll see or you'll feel the obliques, the side abdominal working, as well as the deep abdominals here. Give me 2 more. 1 more. Nice job. Okay. Now, I forgot to include the on all fours position, but that is included in the prone too. So I'm going to put down my mat. Good. Okay. On all fours. This is called a bird and a dog. This is too simple, but it shows you how to stabilize the core. So I'm going to raise my right arm and my left leg at the same time and trying to keep the core with no movement. And then switch. Bird and a dog. Okay, that's the simplest version of your planks actually. Keep going. One more right and 1 more left. Good job. Now, you guys already know the plank. Let's get down to the plank. Elbow plank to hand plank. Now, this is not easy, but you have to do this right. So there's going to be dentures underneath your elbows. Where you see that, you're going to place your hands, get up on your hands, and then down. Start with the same side. Up, up, down, down. Try not to move your butt too much. Up, up, down, down. Switch sides. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Good job. Rest a little bit. Where's my... Okay, now I'm taking breaks in between the exercises so we can learn better. If this plank is too hard for you, you can put your knees down with one condition, keeping this hip joint fully extended. Okay, otherwise we're on the hand plank, shoulder taps, without dancing too much with the butt. Go. 5 to 10 pairs. Good job. Don't move your butt. Awesome. That's good enough. Rest. Okay. Step through plank. This was hard to explain. The proper way of doing this is on your elbows. You're going to rotate your hips out, kick or step through, and switch. But if you can't maintain your good posture, then do it on your hands. With this one, your hips need to rotate side to side as you do this. Let me see you do it. Rotate the hips so your pelvis faces the side. Very good. Don't bend the knee. There you go. Tarun, you need to move your hands back a little bit. There you go. Right underneath your shoulders. Remember? That's enough. Good job. Now, downward facing dog to plank is a great exercise by itself. Even this, okay? Down dog, my heels are touching without moving my hands nor my feet, just sway forward to do a plank on my hands, okay? That's by itself an exercise, but you can add a toe touch to this. Get the right hand, touch your left toes, back to plank. Get your left hand, touch your right toes, back to plank. If your wrists are getting tired, you can do it on your fists. A little more challenging. Let me see you do it. Awesome. You can stop me and ask questions if this is not clear. Awesome. Okay, rest a little bit. Now, before I get your wrists too wasted, go ahead and flip over on your back, which is supine, and let's do the hip thrusts, which is a core exercise as well. I love it. And then I'll show you how to do the crunch variations. Okay, I like to do this with my ball. You can do it with your dumbbells. Let's do 30. Down, up, down, 2. When are we exhaling? When we exert. So when we push the hips up or thrust the hips up, that's when we exhale. 8, 9, 10, 20 more. Full extension at the hip or groin. Good. Exhale. Pinch those glutes. That's part of your core. Nice. Up, up, pinch. 10 more. 10, down. 9, down. 8, down. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Now let me totally get rid of the music because I want to bring your attention to your curve here, lower back or small of your back. When you lay down, you should be able to put your hand underneath that, okay? There's a little hole underneath the small of your back, but with the exercise, the transverse abdominis, which is like a belt, deep muscle group right across your bones here, the sticky bones in the front. When you just think about that, you have kids running around and you're scared that they're going to jump on your belly. So you have to brace yourself. It's not sucking your abs in, okay? You're going to flatten the back, but at the same time, you're going to really contract here in the front. So if someone jumps on top of your abs, you should be able to take that impact, okay, without feeling the pain. So that's the exercise itself. These are called pelvic tucks. Okay, so exhale and inhale. You're gonna imagine you're gonna get a punch or a kick in your belly and you're bracing for it by making your back nice and flat. This is the perfect way of awakening your abs. Let me see you do this. It takes a while to get this. It's not sucking the abs in. Actually, your abs will protrude. Totally the opposite of sucking them in. Okay, keep going. Exhale as you push the lower back down, nice and flat, and brace with the abs. Inhale, relax. Inhale, relax. Now, one level up, okay? You might want to get rid of the shoes because they're heavy. We don't want to be lifting the shoes. So while I'm doing this, I'm just going to pick up my feet one at a time off the floor, like I'm just dragging them. Like there's a magnet underneath my feet that connects me to the floor, and I'm trying to pull them up by keeping that back nice and flat, not too high. If you're pulling them up here, it's just swinging them. Instead of swinging, just like 5 inches off the floor, one at a time. Okay? Now, level 3. You should be able to hold this braced position, okay, and the lower back nice and flat, and get up on tabletop position and keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. So this is my tabletop. I'm still braced here, arms up, legs up, okay? So this is called a dead bug. I'm gonna reach my right arm and left leg away from my center and come back to the center. Without changing the small of my back from being flat. It has to keep nice and flat, and your abs need to be still in the braced position, like you're gonna get a kick or a punch in your belly. Dead bug. If you tap your toes close to your butt, it's gonna be easier. If you tap your toes away from your butt, it's gonna be harder, okay? This is dead bug. Now we're gonna do some marching, okay? You don't have to use your arms with the marching. But I love adding some arm movement so that I can work my core better. So marching means you're just gonna do the toe taps one at a time. And what I do with these, I throw in some chest presses so that my core works harder. Like this. Again, I'm in the braced position. I'm bracing. And toe tapping, okay? And relax. See? So far, I haven't moved my spine yet. always was in the stabilized position. Nice and no movement. Okay, now one level up, marching with 2 feet at a time. It's not marching anymore. It's toe tapping here. Okay, again, you can add a pull over to this exercise to make it more challenging, but you don't have to. Or you can just add this arm movement. But check if your lower back gets arched in this position. It shouldn't. You still have to be pushing the lower back down against the floor, nice and flat, and brace with your abs. Okay, that's enough. Now, let's introduce some movement. Okay, we've already done this with our pre-test sit-up or a crunch. So let's challenge our body by keeping that flattened position with the lower back, arms here, and reach the middle of your, right in the middle of your legs. That's it. So as to lift your shoulder blades off the floor. That's it. But throughout the motion, your back never gets off the floor. The lower back, the small of your back, it's still nice and flat, even when you lower your head down to the floor. That's the challenge. You don't arch the back. You keep pressing, like you're pressing something with the small of your back and squishing it. That's good enough. All right, now one level up. Again, in the spinal flexion with the legs up in the tabletop. Hands behind your neck. When you lift your legs up, there's no other option of not keeping the small of the back on the floor. Otherwise, you'll hurt your back, okay? Make sure to press the lower back, the small of your back, nice and flat. Brace your abs and exhale and crunch up. Shoulder blades off the floor. Keep going. Everybody can do this. Focus. Look at the belly button as you come up. Don't pull on the neck. Keep going. Breathe out as you come up. Breathe in as you come down. Alejandra, I can't see you. I should be able to see everyone working out. That's my goal. That's my rule, actually. Nice job. That's good enough. Relax. How are you feeling? We're learning. Remember, this is tutorial. When you do a workout, you don't do all these exercises, but here, my goal is to teach you how to do them, okay? Now, flip over on your stomach, prone. Let's work the back, okay? Back extension. So the safest way to begin this, the simplest level or beginner level, is laying here, being aware of your abs, still tightening the abs. Lift the right arm and the left leg and lower. Then switch and lower. Up, lower. Other side. And never look forward. That's gonna be horrible for the neck. Keep looking down, seeing your mat, one side at a time. Right arm, left leg, lower. Left arm, right leg, lower. Okay? Then we can do this by just the arms, keeping the legs down on the floor, arms up over the head, lift the chest up and down. Up and down, and down, up. Keep looking down. I'll check your form. Good. Don't look forward. Keep looking down. The neck should be nice and relaxed. Good job. All right, level 3, swimming. Okay, with the swimming, legs are off the floor, arms are off the floor, and you're fluttering right and left. Keep breathing and swimming. Again, no jerky movement. Control the movement. Keep looking down. And level 4. This is the hardest, so be careful. Don't hoist it, okay? Use your muscles, the lower back muscles. So both arms, both legs come up at the same time and down without hoisting. Gradually lifting them. And you have to incorporate your abs with this. Up and down. Up and down. You have to contract the glutes, abs, upper, lower back, everything. This is harder. Don't bend the knees. You have to do it from your glutes. Yes, Aver. Don't bend the knees. Lift up your quadriceps too. Try to lift up the knees without bending the knees. There, that's enough. Okay, push back to a child's pose to stretch that back. Deep breaths. Not done yet. All right. You can do this now that our wrists are rested. You can do this with weights or without weights. This is not easy. I'm just teaching you. I'm doing some rows in the plank position. Okay? You don't have to have the weights. You can always do it without the weights. This is gonna add more challenge to your core stability. Let me see you do it. Just nice and flat back. Don't stick out the butt. And if it's too hard, do it on your knees. Remember, you have options. You can be in the knee plank position and hands right underneath the shoulders, and you can do this on your knees. Okay? Now, same thing, punching. You're gonna punch forward, right next to your ear. Arm goes swinging or striking side of your ear forward. Punch. That's enough. And mountain climber. This is more explosive. You can do it slow or fast. Hands behind, right underneath your shoulders. You're gonna do knee flexion, hip flexion, and then you can take it harder, faster, without sticking the butt out. Okay? And plank jumping jacks. Plank jack. Out, in, out, in, out, in. Well, this is way too hard. I know it. Excuse me. You can do this on your knees, okay? Or one foot at a time. Tap your toes on the side. This is a great exercise. Or you can kick your heels up in the air, one at a time. You can do this here on your elbows. Remember, the principle is when you're down on the elbows, it gets harder. When you're up on your hands, it gets easier. Get some water. All right, what am I missing? Oh, yeah. Now, back on your, side. Let's do the side planks first. I love this. It's great for here. The obliques, okay? So, the easiest version, I'm on a plank position, but on my side. So my elbow is gonna be right underneath my shoulder, okay? The easiest version, okay, here, I'm on my knees, but the front of my hips are totally extended. I can add the hip dips to this, or I can just hold it. This is a plank, okay? And if I want a little harder, full body side plank, okay, like this. Just hold, hold, and I like holding a dumbbell when I do this. Sometimes I add my shoulder presses. Okay, now I'll show you how to do this with a hip dip. Dip your hips and pull them up right away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Again, you have the option of doing this on your knees, just as effective. Now, rotational planks. I switch sides with rotational planks. Just like my arm is resting here, I'll put the other arm parallel to it. I'm in my position to do the rotational planks. I rotate, kick my elbow back, and then put it down, rotate, kick the other elbow. That's going to work your obliques. Make sure to do an elbow strike, because that's going to turn your chest out to the side.
Professor?
Yes.
How many of these are we doing?
However many you can handle today.
Okay, got it.
Just to remind you, this is not a workout. This is a tutorial. I'm teaching you how to perform the exercise correctly.
Right, okay.
Okay, now we're on the other side. The reason I just showed you the rotational planks is that you can throw in some rotational planks after you're done with one side of the side plank, and then switch to the other side with the rotational plank, okay? So let's say I just did here, I did some rotational planks, and here I am on the other side, okay? But just for the sake of you seeing me, I'm gonna be here, okay? Again, you can do this on your knees or full body. I'm gonna do it full body. 10, up, 9, up, 8, up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now another exercise I'll show you. You'll just put your arm underneath the other one and up. One side rotational. Down, up, up. Okay. Any questions so far? Doing the core in one day, all the exercises, it's not easy. So I'm there with you. All right. Any questions? We haven't done a lot of spinal flexion exercise, so let's try those a little harder. But again, you don't have to do all of them on one day. Now, I'm on my back. All right. This is called a crisscross, again, working the obliques. When I'm coming up, I'm going to rotate with my shoulder, by the way, not the elbow. This is wrong. If I do it from my shoulder, it's going to engage my obliques on the side. Extend the other side and switch. Shoulder to your knee. Trying to reach the shoulder, opposite shoulder to the opposite knee. Exhale, switch. What's the rule? Small of your back, flat on the floor. Don't pull on the neck. Rotate with the shoulder, not the elbow. Talia. Reach the shoulder to the knee. Shoulder. Shoulder, not the elbow. Good, that's enough. Okay, here is a very challenging one. I haven't done this for a while, but I'll just show you. X-Man. So, just like a letter X, I'm gonna lay on the floor, come up and touch my hands to my feet. Okay. That's your X-Men. And the windshield wipers. Okay, this is, oh, here's another thing that I forgot to tell you. It might show up in the quiz. Let me turn down the music. The abs are only muscle groups in the body that can work in two directions. What I mean by that, just take your biceps as an example. Biceps can only work when you move the lower arm up toward the upper arm. It doesn't work the other way around. But the abs in the front can work either from down to up or up to down, okay? When we do the crunches, the top portion moves towards the bottom, and there's reverse crunches, okay? The bottom portion moves up towards the top. So with the reverse crunches or jackknife or roll-ups, those are the same thing. You are rolling the small of your back that we used to flatten in the beginning off the floor, hold it, and then slowly roll it down. Windshield wipers is when you lower it down all the way and up and down, and then you can even, you know, rotate it side to side, which is really advanced and hard. I'm just trying to show you. So let's try the reverse crunches first. When you feel that the small of the back comes off, lift it off the floor. Let me see you do it. Take it off the floor. Don't hoist it. Yes. Use your abdominals to roll it off slowly and roll it back down. Roll it off, roll it back down. One more. Alejandra, are you here with us?
Yes.
I need to see you doing the workout, remember? The camera needs to be turned on during our workout so that I can see your participation, give you feedback. Good job, that's enough. Good job, guys. All right, these are the exercises. Any questions, anything that you want me to clear? You know, if it's confusing, it's like, oh, I didn't know that we were supposed to do it this way, but now today you're telling us this. Anything that is confusing you?
Ma'am, I have a question.
Go ahead.
I've read that